Hey guys, it's me Cruel back again with another video on this channel, and today we have the top 15 songs of Q3 in 2020. That is July, August, September. I know I'm like really late for this, like almost 2 months late, but yeah, I just was so far behind and I didn't have the time to catch up fast, so I needed to do it over weeks and weeks, and that's what I did. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. If you're new to this type of concept of video that I do, I basically just present to you my top 15 songs that came out in the third quarter of this year. And it includes all songs that were released, because I listened to every single, to every album, everything from every artist, right? So there's B-sides, there's music videos, there's solo artists, there's everything, right? Yeah, let's get straight into it. We have actually 4 honorable mentions this time around. Usually I do 3, but this time I just couldn't do anything but 4 before we get into the 15th place. So let's start with honorable mention number 1. We got BTS with Dynamite, and this is really simple why I put this as honorable mention. I just really like the song and almost made it in the top 15, and this is actually my favorite BTS title track since Fake Love. There's a few reasons to this, but I don't want to go into that too much. I just personally didn't feel a lot of the title tracks since Fake Love. The one that I still really liked was On, but not as much as Dynamite. So Dynamite actually, if that's considered a title track, is my favorite BTS title track since Fake Love. And even considering Life Goes On, probably still is. Moving on to the second honorable mention, which is Jackson Wang with Pretty Please. This was initially actually on place 14th and only got kicked out a few days ago, so really close. Reason why it's not in the top 15, or maybe not even the top 5, because it could have been in the top 5, is that I personally feel like the music video is a way better song, so to speak, than the actual audio on Spotify. The audio is like 2 minutes 10, 2 minutes 20 long, really short, and I actually really like the extended version, so to speak, of the music video. On top of that, obviously the visuals really help the song too. It's literally made to be together with the visuals, so just the song itself on audio basis, which is what I go by here, I just couldn't put it above some other songs. That's why it's not in the top 15. Still really good song though. The third honorable mention is You Are with Abracadabra, and this is the title track. I actually don't remember right now, but it is on her newest and actually her debut album, You Are from EVERGLOW, of course. And yeah, it's just one of my favorite albums this year, and I think it's a title track, or at least it's the favorite song from the album for me. That's why it's in the honorable mentions, and that also kind of tells you that no other songs from that album are in the top 15. Diva was another song that could have been in here, just didn't quite make it. The last honorable mention, and the fourth one, is TOO with Step by Step. So this is part of their second mini album, Running Together, and I'm pretty sure this is like an album full of covers of like old classic songs, like Western classic songs, but correct me if I'm wrong. And this is another one that I actually don't know by like which group they covered here. It's just a song that I really like, because it's just probably my favorite rookie boy group song in a long time, maybe even since NCT U's Seventh Sense. Like honestly, TOO is my rookie of the year for the for the boy group side, and the reason for that is that they consistently had average or above average songs, and now even like some really good songs with this recent album. That's why honestly I had to vote for them in Mama and all of that. But yeah, they almost made it, placed 17th actually. And yeah, let's get into top 15 though. I don't want to make this video way too long, right? And we're starting off with number 15. We have Hyo featuring Loopy and Soyeon of I-DLE with Dessert.
You know what I deserve? What? Dessert.
So yeah, overall this is a pretty weird song, I would say. Like, there's a lot of really interesting things, like Soyeon listing all kinds of sweets, Hyo having like some really cool but also kind of weird ad-libs, especially in the second half of the song. But in general, I just really enjoy this. The drop of the chorus is insane. I love that Soyeon also sings sometimes, so it's like a back and forth between Hyo and Soyeon. I really like the rap part by Loopy, one of my favorite rappers. He also had like a back and forth rap with him and Hyo, so that was really cool. Whenever I hear it, I'm just really happy, so yeah, that's why I just had to put it in here. And yeah, that's about it from what I can say to this. I just really like the mix of all of the 3 artists, honestly. Going into number 14, we have Irene and Seulgi of their, well, debut mini album, and probably the only ever album they will have. I mean, who knows, right? With the recent controversies about Irene, who knows what happens, but let's hope everything turns out well. We will actually get a full Red Velvet comeback, and maybe Irene and Seulgi come back sometime as well. But anyways, this is a B-side and this song is called Feel Good. Overall, this album is actually really solid. There's some really good songs on here. Monster also almost made it on this list. There's also one or two more other songs like Uncover, for example, the Seulgi's solo that I just really like, and all of them made it on my playlist. But yeah, Feel Good is actually my favorite. I was like thinking about if it's Feel Good or Monster, but it turned out Feel Good. I just enjoyed a little bit more overall. This is basically a somewhat standard pop ballad, but it's just really satisfying to listen to. Maybe it's the mixed mastering, I don't know. This song is not really like up there with the greatest of greatest songs for me, but it's still something that you would not see many artists do. It's just kind of unique, so to speak, and yeah, it just feels good, no pun intended, to listen to the song. So yeah, that's about the reason why I put this on 14th. Going into number 13, we have SWAN with Call This Love.
Do you call this love? There's nothing I can feel.
She is like a very new soloist, a female soloist that debuted, I believe, last year, so in 2019. Very unknown still, and she's somewhat like an R&B singer and also a balladeer. This song honestly is an absolute blessing to ears, and I'm really glad I listened to this because I would have never found this if I wasn't listening to every song that comes out. This is just overall really amazing in terms of vocals. It's really satisfying. It has a really calm chorus, some really nice song progression with a cool outro to the song as well. And just, even though it has a very distressful and even melodramatic type of undertone, it's still an upbeat song, so it's kind of contradicting each other, but it works. It sounds really good. At the end of the song, it kind of leaves you hanging with like a sad note. You feel like you need to do something to find closure after listening to the song because it doesn't really complete the story. It's kind of like an open-end story, so to speak. But yeah, it's a really good song. It should have been higher actually, but it's just a song that I could not listen to all day because it's so unique and so niche. But overall, one of the most impressive songs on this list to me. Let's keep going. Number 12 is Changha and Christopher with their collaboration single Bad Boy. Into number 11 we have Suck Free with Let's Dance. This is part of their special album called Suck Free or something like that as well. I'm not sure how it's actually called. But this is Rain featuring Mamamoo, all 4 members. And this is one of the most interesting and unexpected collabs this year, honestly. It's also just really catchy. After listening to it like 2 or 3 times, I was so hooked on this. If you're interested in my reaction, I also made one for this. And yeah, I was like, in the first listen, right? There's 3 choruses. And on the first chorus, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Second, I was like, hey, I'm kind of feeling it. And third, I was already so caught up into it that I just couldn't stop myself from like singing the melody in my head, and yeah, that just kept going. And even now when I listen to this, I really do that a lot. The song in itself is a bit weird and there's some really interesting elements to the song, so I think the chorus holds it together pretty well, but the I guess parts, so to speak, are all over the place. So I don't know if you actually will like the song, but it is pretty unique, and I really love the vocals from all 5 people, from Rain and from all the Mamamoo members. I mean, Mamamoo is one of my old groups, so that's kind of obvious, but yeah, I really like the song. Alright, going into number 10 already, we have SoHyang with Stay.
I stay.
This is a digital single, and I think it might be her only one from 2020. She usually does not really do official or like original songs. She does OSTs a lot, and she also just sings live a lot. She is a vocalist. She is not a K-pop idol, not a K-pop artist at all. She is a vocalist not many people know internationally at all. Where you might know her from is from Immortal Songs 2, where she has sung some like really popular stages. A lot of like vocal coaches on YouTube reacted to this. She is definitely, in my opinion, the absolute best vocalist in Korea. There's no doubt about this, considering every idol, every other vocalist that's possible, even above I-DLE, above Lena Park, above Hyolyn, above everyone else. She is by far the best in my opinion. And yeah, this is just really good, the song. So please listen to this. It's really underrated. It's emotional, it's beautiful. There's climaxes, there's calm phases. It's a ballad, you know, and it's somewhat a classical ballad, but it's actually not boring at all. It's really upbeat and it's fun. I really like the song and I love her voice. Soyeon with Stay. Going into number 9, we have I-DLE or G-I-DLE, whatever you want to say, with I'm the Trend. So yeah, this is the third digital single, also called I'm the Trend, and I am aware that this is a fan song, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people that are not I-DLE fans might not like the song as much as I do. I personally just really liked it from first listen. I first heard it in the online concert Who Am I, which came out, I don't remember, earlier this year, I think in May, June, something like that, right? I watched it live, I purchased the ticket, and it was really fun. I always have the stage in mind when I hear the song, and I just really loved the music video too that they filmed for this. And also, this is produced by Minnie, and she also raps, and her rap is so fun, I love it. On top of that, Soyeon's rap is actually one of my favorite rap parts from her ever, and in general this is just a very light song, super fun, and again, you probably might not like this if you're not an I-DLE fan, I don't know though, you can give it a try, but for me personally as an I-DLE ult stan, this is amazing and actually beats out Dumdy Dumdy, which by the way is on number 16 and didn't make it in the top 15. Let's go to number 8, which is Dreamcatcher's BOCA. So this is the first Dreamcatcher song on this list, yes, the first. Honestly, this is just Dreamcatcher brilliance. It's like literally what you expect from a Dreamcatcher title track. It's heavy rock chorus, amazing pre-chorus from Yuhyun, amazing high notes from Seulgi, great rap parts from now, actually two amazing rappers in my opinion, from Dami and from Gahyun. I personally think that Gahyun improved so much over the past few eras and now is maybe even on par with Dami, maybe even better, who knows, really personal preference to me. But yeah, this song is amazing, I really like it, it gets you hyped, the music video is also fantastic, even though I don't consider that here, but yeah, great song. Number 7 we have JESSI with NUNU Nana. She came back with this and rocked Korea, right? We all know what happened with this and all her like variety shows, and also now being in Refund Sisters. She basically is probably the hottest female idol, or I don't know, female persona right now in Korea, other than stuff like IU or Lee Soo-hyun or Irene or something like that. Maybe there's some like that are probably more popular and will forever be, but JESSI's like really popping in Korea and I'm so happy for her. The song really slaps you around. It's like bam bam bam, slaps you around the block a few times, honestly. It's Boss B energy from the Boss B. What can I say? Really good vocals, really good rap, hype, everything like that, right? Getting into number 6 we have EVERGLOW's La Di Da. This is probably the best pre-chorus of this year, I would assume, or at least of this quarter it is. But yeah, that's just EVERGLOW, honestly. EVERGLOW pre-choruses are always probably the best in the business to me. They're always so hype building, so good, just so good. And it's just really catchy chorus. It's a pretty solid song overall as well. There's some cool single like performances of the members in the song. Irene has a really cool solo part. Aisha has pretty cool rap. Mia doesn't have as many solo parts here as she probably had in all of the other title tracks so far, but I'm fine with that. I really like that they put more focus on the other members, on Seulgi as well, on Honda of course too, so I really like that. And this is kind of like a disco slash city pop song, and probably the best, or at least my favorite city pop song, if you would consider it city pop, that was ever existent so far in K-pop. So this is amazing, and honestly this could be number 5, this could be number 4. Both the songs on 4 and 5 and EVERGLOW's La Di Da are very interchangeable for me. So let's get into the top 5 already with number 5, which is Oh My Girl's Rocket Ride. Yeah, this might come to a surprise for most people actually, because I wonder how many actually know the song, right? It's very unknown, and it's their collaboration single with Keanu Silva, which I'm right now not as sure, but I think it's a Western artist, maybe even a producer or a DJ, I don't quite know right now, but definitely someone that I did not know before. And this song is absolutely amazing. Like, this is catchy, this is rhythmic, this is not boring at all. It's a cool song progression, it highlights the vocals of Oh My Girl like no other Oh My Girl song ever did in my opinion. Okay, granted I don't know all B-sides from the earlier albums, but still, this is amazing, and especially Seulgi shines so much on the song. that I almost made her my bias over Yua. Yes. So, oh my god, I love this, and the bridge of the song kills it all. Maybe my favorite bridge in this quarter, I'm not quite sure, but definitely one of my favorites, and yeah, amazing song. Now we get into number 4, again, very interchangeable with number 5 and 6, and this is Dreamcatcher again with Break the Wall. Again, part of the 5th mini album Dystopia Lose Myself. This is a B-side, of course, since we had the title track earlier with BOCA. And this is basically the K-pop song that comes closest to being classified as metal, so to speak, if we ignore both the recent Dreamcatcher Japanese singles actually, because those probably are more metal than this one. But still, from like an actual Korean K-pop song, this is probably the closest to metal, if not even it is metal in my opinion, that we ever had. And it's really cool. It has some nice guitar riffs, like actually e-guitar riffs, some nice drums, really cool vocals, a nice song progression, like it doesn't get boring at all, it keeps going and keeps pushing itself forward. Overall, it just gives me a lot of nostalgia as well, because I actually grew up with rock and metal music, so this is literally the sound of the song makes me think about my childhood and how I grew up with music and how music became one of the most important things in my life. And yeah, I just really like that nostalgia feeling, I guess. Alright, we're already at number 3, or the top 3 so to speak. And honestly, this was hard, because all 3 songs are so close to each other, which like I never had so far in both the first and the second quarter. All of the 3 songs could be number 1, but it had to be one of them, right? So we start with number 3, which is Changha again with her song Play. Clean vocals, very rhythmic song, gets you moving, you just want to dance to this. The rap break from Changmo actually makes the song even better in my opinion. The bridge is nice, the second half of the chorus is just such an earworm of a beat. I just, whenever I hear this, I can't help but actually sing the instrumental and also sing the chorus itself, right? I just can't help it. And then also the last chorus, oh my god, the last chorus is so good. There were so many days already in the past months where I walked to school and this song somehow always ended up playing right when I entered school. Every time this happened, I actually sat down before going to class, even though I was already 5 or 10 minutes late, and actually listened to the whole song until I went in, because I couldn't help it and could not pause the song. It's so good. Going into number 2, we have Promise 9 with their title track Feel Good Secret Code. So yeah, as I just said, it's the title track, and that for the third mini album My Little Society. Finally they're back, and what a nice song. Overall, it's probably the most solid song of all of the Q3 songs in this list too. It has like really good vocals, it has an amazing and a really enjoyable chorus. It just makes you happy, the song, you know, somewhat similarly to Changha's Play, but just in a more wholesome way, not as an exciting way as Changha's Play, if that makes sense. And also just really removes all of the bad feelings and bad thoughts in your head whenever you listen to the song. It's also very easy to sing along to the song, so that really helps too. And I don't think that it has like really breakout points, like it doesn't have the best chorus, doesn't have the best bridge, doesn't have the best vocals, but everything is so good overall that the average is, well, number 2 for me. It's just that number 1 has such a nice, well, edge in one of the areas. And yeah, what is number 1? It is XUM with Dalala.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, I bet none of you expected this. Maybe you did, I don't know, maybe some of my Discord people did, who knows. But again, I'm not sure if I should have put this on number 2 or 3 as well. Again, I could have changed it up, and I just decided to put it on number 1 because it kind of edges the other songs out a little bit because of the chorus. And I did not expect this at all when I first listened to this. I actually quite liked it, but I thought like, okay, the chorus is nice and all, but the parts are like kind of lackluster and stuff. And to a degree, this is still true. I still think the parts are like not the best, and the vocals in there are like not the best of the best. Same goes for the rap, I guess. But it's actually still, those parts grew on me to the point where I thought they were like really good still. Not the best, but still really good. And then the chorus, dude, oh my god, the chorus is insane. Also the pre-chorus leading up to the chorus, like the build up, the drop, and then the chorus itself. You like, when I hear this drop and this chorus, I go crazy. I dance around on the street. I don't care. Like, I'm going so crazy with this song. It's insane. And it's probably my most listened song out of this top 15 ever since I re-listened to it and gave it another try. I got so into this, and yeah, at first I never had that in the top 15, then it was number 10, then it was like number 5 or 6, and then I just listened to it more and more, and it just got stuck in my head so much. I just can't help but put it number 1. It's actually one of my favorite songs this year, literally one of my favorite songs, and it's a girl group, NUNU girl group debut. Yeah, I can't even comprehend that myself. It's crazy. It's actually the debut song, by the way, of a NUNU girl group. But yeah, Jesus Christ, I can't believe that myself. But they're so good. The song is amazing. I love it. And yeah, that is my top 15 video for Q3. I will, right after publishing this video, start listening to all of the albums and singles that came out in Q4 so far, so basically everything in October and November. So I have to catch up, honestly, so I actually managed to be up to date by the end of December, which is still gonna be really hard already, even though I start already now. It's a lot of long albums that came out. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that and gonna end the video here. That's about it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know your guys' top 10 or top 15 or top 5, whatever you want, in the comment section down below as well. We can discuss about that, or just very interested to see what your take is. Maybe you can also just tell me what you thought about my top 15 itself. And yeah, I hope I see you around again. That's it for me this time around, and have a nice day. Peace.